Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Boardmasters with me, Chris Mullins, and once again we will be diving into the Seventh Continent and completing our playthrough of the Crystal Song. Now I say completing, and that's more in hope than in judgment, because I know this scenario was designed to be finished in one sitting, and so far we've played about an hour, so I'm hoping that over the course of this video we will come to the end for good or for ill. Now at the end of the last episode we've came up against this stalked event, and I asked you to tell me how to resolve it, and I want to thank Chris for telling me to use my cards so that I fail it to avoid a paranoid card, which is what I was hoping people would say. I know there was the opportunity to sabotage me a little bit, and I know there are some of you out there who would enjoy that. I'm looking at you, Spargo. So what I will do is use my remember card to get a card from my discard pile back into my hand, and then use the learn by doing card so I can draw 3 less cards, meaning I don't have to draw any cards for this one, which means I don't get any successes, and there are no tracks. You are worried for nothing. You may choose 1 card for the keyword Serenity in the discard pile and add it to your hand or shuffle it back into the action deck. And nope, there's no Serenity cards there anyway. So now I need card 132. Okay. The area appears to be clear of any danger. However, a few fresh tracks suggest that some animals have passed through here recently. Okay. So that might be a good way of doing some hunting and getting rid of this hunger card for a start. It also looks like some sort of berries on there, and we need a crystal card to go here. Now one thing I can do, I got a bit confused with this crystal fragment card last week, as there's a locked action of drawing 0 cards to get 3 successes, and I couldn't understand how to do that, but obviously with some of these cards you get free extra draws or free stars, so I guess you have to use a combination of those. Or there isn't a locked action where you can draw at least 0 cards, but you need to get 6 successes as long as 1 character is tired, which I am. So I can basically draw as many cards as I want to get 6 successes. And it may be that I'm feeling overconfident because I'm getting towards the end of the game, or I believe I am anyway, that I might give that a go. I might get ambitious and draw, I think I'm going to draw 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in order to get 6 successes. And I am going over the top and big on this because it is for a crystal fragment, and that after all is what we are here for. So we've got 1 plus the 2 joins there, plus another 2, 4. Oh, and those 2 join together. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So yeah, we had enough there. What in this bundle do I want to keep? I think I'm going to keep the club because it's an aggressiveness card that I can then craft straight away. I need to draw 2 cards to craft it because I'm on a wood resource, so that negates 1 of them. And then I'm going to combine it with the bolus. And because they're both aggressiveness cards, it means their usage gets combined, so it's now 4 uses instead of 1, in case I get in any fights or need to do some hunting. Now I've got a shovel card, which may have come in handy on that one, or one of the cards that gives me a free star. I think I'm going to stick with the free star. Okay. And then I've done that one then. So you managed to pry the crystal from the rock and hurriedly stow it in your bag. Store this under the satchel and journal. And then we need card number 72. Okay. The ground is soggy and the air is damp and humid. The cacophony from an army of croaking frogs rises from among the swamp grass. Oh, very swampy, certainly. Okay. Now this is the first time we've had it where it's asked me to put an exploration card where there is one already. So I assume we just ignore that because there's already one there. And then we have the choice to make. Do we go north, west, or east? I'm going to go north because there's more to do and there's that hut there. So I need to draw 2 cards to travel. One is a curse. So that gives me the think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get to move north. Right, so let's flip these. Let's flip this crystal card. Oh, another crystal fragment. You hear a humming sound traveling through the air and prick up your ears in an attempt to identify its source. During the result step, each curse card you reveal, the number of successes increases, or the number of required successes increases by 2. Right, I'm glad I got one there then, because that's, will hopefully mean I shouldn't get too many there. I need 4 successes. So I may as well discard that one, and that gives me a free one. And then I need 3 more, but the more cards I draw, the more chance I get a curse, which is then going to mean I'll need 5 or more. But it is a fragment. I'm going to go with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No! We've got 2 curses, so we now need to get 7, and we failed that miserably. And I will probably keep the learn by doing card. Well, that was disastrous. And I have now, between those 2, blazed through that action deck far too quickly. Right. Your tired mind seems to be playing tricks on you. Banish this. Farewell, crystal fragment. And then we need card 86 to go in that swampy area. Muddy puddles and muck-covered ground are making each step laborious and tiring. As if that were not enough, mosquitoes and other swamp insects constantly assail you, happy to find a fresh source of blood. Okay. We got that there. We need to put a crystal card there. Oh, we are getting towards the end of this because there is only one more crystal card in there. And when we get to a point where we need to play a crystal card and there isn't any left, that's basically the end of the game. And I guess then we find out if we've earned enough crystals. Okay, Wall of Thorns. A large thorny bank blocks the narrow path you have been following. You should be able to make your way through easily if you light a fire. And if you have the fire resource, I may discard the card, otherwise I need to draw 4. Now I've got 2 things in my hand that allow me to light a fire. Either the friction fire or the woven cord cards, sorry. Now I'm on a cord resource, so I'm going to use the woven cord, so I only need to draw 1 card. So I've now crafted that, which I'll just combine with the blowpipe. It doesn't add anything. And then I will draw 2 cards to use that woven cord. And now that enables me to put a fire resource into play and discard the woven cord. Okay, so I do now have the fire resource, so I'll just check my hand limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I'm still all good in that regard. So I now have the fire, so I can now just discard this. And then we need card 66. A conical earthen hillock rises up above the snow. Oh, so we're getting up into the far north. And this is where we draw our crystal card. And a number 2 card. And I think whilst I'm here, I may as well investigate this hut. Do I have anything that gives me benefits for a map? Nope, so I need to draw one card, which is the splint. I will discard the friction fire because I can't use that anymore because you only get one fire resource. So I have now explored and I need the 98 card. You enter the hut. An old man sitting by the fire stares at you at length and eventually speaks to you in a strange language. Will you try to communicate or get ready to fight? If you want to take the following action, you must discard one card with the keyword food or clothing from your inventory. Don't think I have. Now from my inventory, let's have a little look. Nope. Otherwise, I must banish my terrain card and replace it with a 59 card. Banish this and replace it with a 63 card. If I succeed. Right, so it's going to be a fighting action. And I need 2 successes. And I have to draw 2 cards. Okay. Fine, so let's do that. Now, I didn't do that, but I am going to use my club, which gives me 3 successes, and I will reduce its uses down to 3. And I'll discard both of those. So I did succeed, so banish the terrain card. I'll just put this new one on top and replace it with 59. Okay, at the centre of a little clearing there appears to be the singed and broken remains of what was once a hut. Okay. Banish this and replace it with a 63 card. So this has obviously gone south very badly because whatever we've done, we've burned down his hut and presumably killed him. 63. Yep, the man lies in a pool of blood. The hut is now in disarray and the fire died while you were fighting. Take a 73 card from the adventure deck if available. Oh, I've got to do an explore action for a minimum of 0 cards with 1 success. Okay, so I'll just draw 2. And yeah, got me success. And I will discard the Learn by Doing card. Okay, so it's success with that. So take a 73 card. Yeah, I assume it's that one. Again, not sure what that logo is, but there is only one 73 card in here. Okay, a knife you found searching a native's corpse. Strangely, when you spin it, it points north when it stops. So it makes sense that it is here, the right card, because it is from a native. So again, I'll add it to the other weapons I've got there, which will take that up to 6 uses. And right, where am I going to explore? I think I'm getting very nervous now at how low this has got very quickly, thanks to my silliness earlier. So I think I better start ticking off this crystal cards. So I'll travel using 1. I will pop that one there, and then what I am going to do is I'm going to use this think card. So randomly take up to 7 cards. No, I'm not, because it's from the action deck, sorry. I thought one of them, I thought it said from the discard pile, so ignore me. So I'm going to move across into the snow, and I'll flip this crystal card. This land is cursed. An increasingly unpleasant sensation has begun descending upon you. This creeping feeling of dread has you constantly glancing over your shoulder. You stop dead in your tracks as if paralyzed, convinced that something terrible is about to happen. Each involved character may discard any number of cards with the keyword Will or Serenity from their hand and or inventory. For each card discarded this way, you get a star during the result. So I need to get 4, and I still need to draw 2 cards. So that's a Serenity card. That's a Serenity card. Nice. What's that? My Herbal Mixture is a Will card. Yep, so I'm going to discard those 3. I'll reduce that back down to 4 on the bow. So that'll give me 3 stars, and then I have to draw 2 to get 1, which I've done. I'll keep the pan pipes. So your heart rate slowly returns to normal. It's about time you continue along your way. Banish this. And I need card 122. The remains of a time-worn paved road pass in front of a titanic stone idol. In the background, a steep cliff extends for as far as the eye can see in both directions. Okay, again, don't see anything hidden on there. But there is a snowshoe icon on some of these, so that's going to help. And I need to draw a crystal card, and I don't have a crystal card, so that is the end of the game. So if you need to take a crystal exploration card and there is none available in the exploration deck, your mission is over. Take a 5/5/9 card. Okay. You make it back to shore where the dinghy and its skipper are waiting. Clutching your bag tightly, you glance back one last time at the exotic land before taking a seat in the boat. Despite your adventure, you feel you have only glimpsed a tiny portion of the mysterious continent. Less than an hour later, you are back at the ship and met by Captain Nedland. He accompanies you to the officers' mess hall, where a gathering of soldiers and scientists wait impatiently to see your discoveries. You have completed this introductory mission. Count how many crystal fragment cards there are under your satchel and journal card. I believe there is 2. 1, 2, yeah. So from 1 to 3 cards, Captain Nedland's face darkens with bitter disappointment. Fabulous. So we did complete the mission, but I have disappointed Captain Nedland, I'm afraid. And that's certainly disappointing. I don't like disappointing anyone. Certainly not you guys at home. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it, actually. Again, based on the components and things, as I said in the first video, it's basically a Filofax. And yet it is so much fun to play. I've really enjoyed it. Every time you flip over a card is exciting. And obviously we're going to end the video there this week because we have finished. And I guess the choice for you now is, do you want me to move on to a scenario from the main game? So I know they suggest the Voracious Goddess, but I'll see which ones they have and you can choose. So there is the Voracious Goddess, the Bloody Hunt, or an Offering to the Guardians. So we can try one of those, and they are, from what I understand, a lot longer. So it's going to take probably a few months of these videos to get through. Well, depending how long we live in the game. That's not some sort of miserable Corona prediction. In terms of how long we live in the game, it's going to take a few months worth of these videos to get through that. Or do you want me to play something else? Something like Too Many Bones, for example, is a game I've got. If you check out some of I've got 2 videos coming out in the next week about my current collection. And if there's anything in there you want me to play solo, then just let me know and I'll make that happen. Otherwise, I will carry on with the Voracious Goddess if I don't get any comments on that. But again, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a good one and stay safe. Bye-bye now.